Hi, my name is Abby Ray, and I'm a mechanical engineer and a member of Cohort 9 from the Lockheed Martin Leadership Institute in the College of Engineering and Computing at Miami University. So today we have another installment of Where Are They Now, where we are conducting interviews with alumni of the Leadership Institute to see where their journey has taken them after graduation. So today we're talking to Eric Dibble of West Rock, who graduated in 2016 and is a part of Cohort 3 of the Leadership Institute. So welcome. We're delighted that you are here with us today. And so let's get started. Do you want to tell yourself a little bit about us and what you've been doing in your career since graduating?
Yeah, of course. So I graduated in December of 2016. I did a co-op down here in Florida, which pushed me back. So I was a December graduate in my little half super senior year. Since graduation, I've been down here in Florida. I've worked for the same company, West Rock, at the Panama City paper mill. I started off as a process engineer in the powerhouse, so kind of managing the power generation and chemical recovery side of the operation. And over the past 4 years, I've gone from process engineer to I spent a year on shift, doing shift work, being a shift supervisor. And that was a really fun experience, getting to learn the process, learn the people, had a blast on that. And then since then, I've just kind of had a couple more roles with increasing responsibility and management, and it's been a really fun journey. So the paper industry is a very unique place to be, but on the power and recovery side, it's been a really fun journey.
I'm sure right now it's definitely a very interesting place to be in.
Yes. So our mill makes corrugated medium, so basically brown paper for boxes, and then we also make fluff pulp, which is like a white bleach pulp, and that gets turned into diapers and napkins and paper towels and things like that. So it's a fun place to work.
So definitely definitely in need of with whatever is going on right now.
That's right, exactly.
So what are some of the biggest obstacles that you've been faced with since going from college to work?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. Luckily, I had the opportunity to come down here and do 2 internships on my own. Live by myself, kind of get a feel of being on your own in a place that's a long way from where your family is. So I grew up in Michigan, and so it's about a 20-hour drive from here to my parents' house. And so moving down here, you're completely isolated. You really have to put yourself out there to meet friends, do things like that. It's a lot different in the real world. In college, not everyone's your age. There's a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different ages. People have families already, and so I don't know. I thought the transition of living wasn't that bad. I've kind of lived on my own before, and college taught me good things about that. But I just thought the meeting people, the socialization part, the making sure your water, electricity doesn't get shut off are always good things. The bigger transition I thought was tough was I bought a house last year, and so nowhere 4 years ago did I ever think that I'd buy a house or anything like that. So that process was brand new to me, and a very interesting process to go through, which was fun. But yeah.
Of course, congratulations. So what do you feel like that you learned in the Leadership Institute made a difference in understanding what's going on around you, or how you transitioned with all those different types of people with backgrounds and ages?
Yeah, that's a good question as well. A few of the things that I thought were the emotional intelligence books that we read, really understanding how you operate and how you respond in certain situations is a great thing to have. Especially work is great, but sometimes there's very stressful situations, or you have to make quick decisions, or you're on teams with people that are a lot different than you. And so just understanding how you work and how your mind works gives you an upper hand in going through those hard times and dealing with different people. Another thing, obviously, the crucial conversations. That is a huge thing. You do that every day. You have to have hard conversations with people. Either someone's not doing something you want them to do, or incorrectly. And especially as a young process engineer or supervisor, it can be very tough to go tell someone that's 2 times your age and has been there, as long as you've been alive, that they're doing something wrong, or they're, not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So those 2 things are really big and have really helped me. The cycle of renewal is absolutely real. You've seen it myself. I've seen it with other people. And so it's a little nod to Louise there. She loves that. So understanding that and really knowing where you are in that and how things can happen and how you need to get to the next step, to kind of get your focus back and get the energy back is very important and really been very beneficial for me.
It's amazing. So how have you seen that kind of changing with, the world today? And I assume, are you virtually?
No, we have not stopped at all. We are being in production. It was all hands on deck kind of through this whole thing. We've, had to change a lot of the way we do a lot of things. Meetings that used to be in person in the morning are now, in your individual office on Teams. Ways you used to communicate with the operators. Now we all have to have masks on out in the field. So just a lot of different things, but adapting to that change is tough. And again, it goes back for that emotional intelligence is, hey, everything now is a little bit more stressful. Everyone's a little bit more on edge with everything going on. So just really being aware of what you're doing and how you're dealing with people is a big help.
Thank you so much. And then lastly, what do you think I should be learning more of right now as a student still in the Institute?
Wow, that's a really good question. What you should be learning more of. I think it comes back in an engineering background, you're getting the technical skills, right? You're getting the math and the science and you're understanding that kind of stuff. But when it comes to a real job and you have issues that come up, whether you're in a production facility or you're, in an engineering firm, the split second decisions to figure out and diagnose issues. So troubleshooting. And that's the biggest thing for me that it's, you get a little bit of it in college, but it's not until you get out into the, into the professional world that kind of stuff is really important. So diagnosing issues quickly, you have a client that needs something and they're mad at you and you don't know what's going on. So you have to quickly learn something, learn a new process, learn more about your own equipment that you don't know about already, to make a fix, to make a decision, to help them out. The troubleshooting is really important. Another thing that you can't get enough of is the people skills. The better you can deal with people, the better you can understand people. Again, understanding yourself can really take you forward and allow you to connect with people, make people feel more comfortable around you, and just lead to your overall success in the business place.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for taking the time to do this today. I really appreciate it. And thank you for giving us all your wonderful insights.
Not a problem. It was great talking to you, Abby.
It was awesome talking to you.